Hello there. I don't know if this is working yet. Because I just got a message saying the broadcast stopped. It's usually down to internet, so the kids are scrambling now to turn all their stuff off. Not really very fast though. Can't hear me. No, that's the first one. I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to find the YouTube channel that we're on. I think this is it. Hopefully. Can't hear myself though, so... Oh, there you go. I can hear myself. So, hello again. Sorry for that, guys. I don't know what happened. But we're back. We're still sat with Catula. He's in 5th, chasing down Bunny. And what palaver, eh? The internet. I did an internet test before. And it was solid. It was solid, man. So I don't know what happened there. But let's have a look around then, see how people are getting on. Oh, Guesty's gone into the pits. He's done 3 laps. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% on the rules. I thought 3 laps. I'm going to have to get to the rules to see about the hard tyres and how long you have to stay on them for. I thought it was 5 laps, but I might be wrong. There's probably more of a chance. Tyre regulations. 4 tyre compounds. Once you've used all the tyre compounds, it is free choice. If for whatever reason you accidentally pick the same tyre, you can outlap, come in and change tyre compound. Failing to store all compounding tyres will result 30 seconds tyre compound not used. So, no, possibly there isn't a rule saying how many laps you have to do on a set of tyres. I can't see anything. So yeah, maybe he had every reason. He's Guesty trying something different. And Guesty's gone in. Homesick Alien and Racer Brown out there. Bunny's caught him up a little bit in 3rd spot. Catula 4th. Barry Twins are 5th now. Supermanny in 6th, but he's starting to give Bazza some trouble. And Pat and Ensign Ewart. Digital Blasphemy in 9th. We've lost Skyjacker as well. Majid Rido in 11th. Guesty, there he is. He's back out of the pits on a set of mediums. Skyjackers must have pitted and put some super softs in. Maybe Guesty noticed this and thought, hey, I know what his game is, and covered him off. So yeah, no, there is no rule. Jim also has pitted and put a set of mediums on. So yeah, I don't know why I thought there was a 5-lap rule, but obviously not. Racer Brown then. Racer Brown leads this race by 4/10 ahead of Homesick Alien. Bunny in 3rd spot. Homesick Alien, fastest man out there at the moment. Cthulhu in 4th. Supermanny 5th place. And this really is it worth staying out on hard tyres? I mean, what lap times Racer Brown getting? He's doing 1:30.6. Homesick Alien a 1:30.4. Bunny, so they're in the 30s, mid-30s. Oh, Bunny catches that bad boy. Well done. The Bunster. His back end is wild on that Porsche. He nearly lost it completely then. And maybe this is the jeopardy why those guys have gone in for a stickier compounded tyre, because hard tyres probably is easy to be caught out. Homesick Alien looks like he's ready to make the move on Racer Brown up at the sharp end. Cthulhu's come in also, so they're all seeing a pattern here. They're getting off those hard tyres as soon as they can. They're not worried about the fuel, they just want to get off of the slower tyre, as opposed to some that are staying out. And it's going to be very interesting how this strategy works out. So you've got Racer Brown leading this race, only just though. Homesick Alien is definitely looks pacier than Racer Brown at the moment. I mean, it could be that Racer Brown's in trouble. And Bunny catching him back up. We saw him making a mistake, but even Bunny, I think, has got better pace. Maybe Racer Brown is trying to control the pace at the front there for fuel purposes. They've all got similar fuel loads on. Supermanny now up into 4th place, ahead of Barry Twins in 5th, Digital Blasphemy in 6th, with Ensign Ewart in 7th, Pat in 8th, Majid is in 9th place. They're all the non-pit stoppers so far, running their race. Then we have Cthulhu on the mediums, and we saw he come out of the pits. No, Guesty's dropped back. Guesty on those mediums. So Skyjacker, Cthulhu's pit stop put him out ahead of Guesty, which is quite surprising, as Cthulhu was quite, you know, a second or so behind. Maybe Guesty put more fuel in. Yes, Guesty topped up with fuel. Doesn't look like Cthulhu did. Then we have a Skyjacker. Doesn't look like he topped up with fuel as well. Just came in and put those super softs on, and he's taken the fastest lap of the race. And is that going to ring some alarms up at front there? 11th there for Cthulhu. He's put on a set of mediums. He's on his out lap at the moment with Guesty all over him. And Guesty's going for the move now, as his tyres are a little bit warmer. But Cthulhu's got that inside line, and it looks like Cthulhu holds position in 11th against Guesty. Guesty having another look, and he looks like he's got a run on him now. They're alongside each other as they come along the straightest part of this track, maybe, well, yeah, straightish. And Guesty gets the position. Is Cthulhu going to attack in, under brake in? No, there we see Guesty gains the spot. Don't think he's chasing after Skyjacker. He knows his race isn't with Skyjacker at the moment. Anyway, it may well be if Skyjacker can smash out some lap times. And Cthulhu all up in Guesty's business. He wants to get by. He's going around the outside, and my word, that was a brave move. And he did back out of it somewhat because his car started sliding. But wow, the balls on the man, the absolute Johannes on Cthulhu. Racer Brown, then it's still all tucked up at the front here between Racer Brown, Homesick Alien and Bunny. Still no sign of a pit stop between any three of them. Supermanny also staying with the hard tyre. And oh yeah, we're going to check the times out, aren't we? Well, we know Skyjacker's doing early 29s while they're doing mid 30s. Guesty on the medium tyre, he's doing early 30s. So about half a second a lap faster, and Cthulhu as well. So Guesty and Cthulhu and Jim at the moment around, oh no, not half a lap, half a second faster. There is, oh, these front guys, Homesick Alien's going for the lead against Racer Brown. He must have grabbed the toe down that straight. He's going into the braking zone. He's got the inside line. Can he keep the Porsche under control? And Racer Brown had a look, had a sniff. And Bunny's trying to pick up the sloppy seconds from Homesick Alien, but Racer Brown's placed his car on the inside, and that makes Bunny's job very much harder. He's just edged ahead, but so far Racer Brown's got the inside line, and Bunny, he's really going to have to hang it out there. He's there on the inside. He had a little wiggle. Has he got enough to get the position moved up? They're side by side coming up the hill, and there's going to be some heavy braking in here. And I think Racer Brown just edges ahead. Does he keep it in? Oh, he's going in. Last minute decision from Racer Brown as he's following Homesick Alien in. So the leaders are in. Bunny stays out. Bunny and Supermanny stay out. Barry Twins also opt in to carry on those racing hard tyres. Ensign Ewart also driving past the pit lane. And where is Racer Brown going to come out in next to the likes of Skyjacker? Digital Blasphemy also goes in, as there's a bit of battling with Majid and Pat in the background there, and Skyjacker does jump the leaders. They're still in the pits, and Guesty and Cthulhu are through. And this is some interesting stuff. Pat is falling into the Guesty territory. Guesty will be wanting to get by him pretty quick. Guesty's going to be going hell for leather now, because he's got Racer Brown and Homesick out of the pit lane. Homesick ahead of Racer Brown. How? Wow, that's a way. Homesick filled up with fuel. He must have had less fuel. They've both filled up. They've both gone onto the medium tyres, but Homesick Alien has got himself a nice second lead on Racer Brown after that pit stop. Digital Blasphemy comes out. He's only 6.8 seconds behind the leaders, really. He's not filled up with fuel, though. He's stayed with this fuel. Ooh, the back end of that Porsche wanting to step out on him. And he's not had much GT Sport practice. Has a Digital Blasphemy. He's been playing GT7 mostly. So he's trying to get back up to speed. Talleyrand in the chat saying boss man here, and Talleyrand saying, what game is this? Looks good. Well, I'll tell you what this is. This is an old game, really old, 2016 I think. It's called GT Sport, and yeah, it's one of the best sim races out there at the moment. Bunny then is leading because he has not pitted yet. Supermanny in second place. Barry Twins third. These guys haven't pitted, hasn't either has Ensign Hewitt. But Skyjacker has. He put on the super softs. He's been smashing the 29s out ever since. He's jumped the leaders, but he didn't fuel up like the leaders did. Well, I think he may have done, because he's only on half a tank of fuel. It's good fuel for Skyjacker, that. As he makes the move on the Guinness liveried Porsche of Ensign Hewitt. He's in a great spot at the moment, and this race is wide open. Who knows what strategy is best, but Guesty sitting there on the medium tyres, half a tank of fuel. Majid in 7th place. And he's got Cthulhu just coming down behind him. Majid still on the racing hard tyres. Just under half a tank of fuel. Cthulhu, what are we? We're about 15 minutes. Cthulhu's burnt through some fuel, hasn't he? So Ensign Hewitt, he has. Guesty, I think he topped up, but Majid really looking after that fuel very well on those racing hard tyres. Here comes Cthulhu after a pit stop. He was in 6th place. Now he's trying to overtake 7th. All the guys ahead of him, bar Guesty, have not pitted yet. So Cthulhu is sitting in a very handsome spot right now, I would say, as is Skyjacker. So some movement there. Majid's coming into the pits. He's safe fuel, so this will be a nice short stop for him. Bunny's still going around. He's sticking with it. He's going for that long run on these racing hard tyres, and this may come back to pay for him in the final part of this race, when the other guys have burnt through their tyres, and he's going to be on some fresh bad boys. Just 1 second while we enjoy Bunny cruising around Red Bull. Sorry for that, just having a short pizza break. So Bunny's still leading, but he has not pitted. He's doing about mid 130s. Well, I don't know, a couple of laps before he was doing, why is it going funny with the laps? Yeah, well, he's mid 30s. He's done a 31 and a 32. I think he was coming across some traffic, I can't remember now. But Supermanny up into a second now. He also hasn't pitted. South African running in second. Skyjacker, who we knew made that early stop for the super soft tyres. He's made some overtakes today. We've seen 1 or 2 of them. He's got past Barry Twins now. So Skyjacker running in third. 4 of a tank of fuel. He's put himself in a very strong position with that aggressive strategy, it has to be said. Barry Twins 4th. He's still not pitted. This is going to be very interesting how it all shakes out. Guesty in 5th. Cthulhu is 6th. Now Cthulhu's going to have to come into pit on this one. That'll be his second pit stop. Racer Brown, he's put in a bit of fuel. He's put medium tyres on. Still ahead of Homesick Alien. Pat's dropped down into 9th now. He's got some damage. Oh, and Ensign Ewart also has got some damage. He's got damage at the front. Pat's got damage at the back. So I'm wondering if these two have come across each other somewhere in this race, following each other to the pits. Luckily, neither of them have pitted yet. So Pat and Ensign, it looks like they may have had a coming together. I should have pressed Z straight away to try and get the replay. Digital Blasphemy after his pit stop in the 11th place on the medium tyres. Less than a quarter of a tank of fuel now for Digital Blasphemy. Jim, who had that unfortunate start, is slowly trying to get back into this race. He made a pit stop. He's put some medium tyres on. He's been doing some nice. And Ensign and Pat both in. It's going to cost them longer as well than pit stops. They have to fix damage. Majid, who pitted a lap ago. It's got Rido as well, who's pitted. Rido, 1 second off of Majid, and these two look like they're going to jump 3 cars as they're just coming around. And there they go. Jim up to 9th as well. Someone's coming out of the pits, though. Someone might beat him out of the pits. I don't know which one it is. Cthulhu, must be Cthulhu. Cthulhu in 10th. 3 seconds ahead of Majid. He's 3.5 seconds behind Jim, and he's gone for his 3rd set of tyres, and he's chose the racing softs this time. Bunny now into the pits. His fuel tank depleted, coming up to 20 minutes. His fuel tank lasted. Super Manny, still just under a quarter of a tank of fuel for Super Manny. And he's still doing some nice lap times on those tyres. So now Super Manny is the leader ahead of Skyjacker. He's still doing 29s. He's still doing 29s, late 29s though, but he is still doing 29s on those older set of super softs. He's had them on for a while now. Bunny still into the pits. Looks like Racer Brown and Homesick Alien have both jumped Bunny. Oh gosh. He's just topping up with fuel now. Homesick Alien. Oh no, Homesick Alien's driving with damage. He didn't have that last time we saw him. So Homesick Alien, oh, that's going to cost him. Is he going to try and keep that up until his next pit stop? 30.7 his last time around. There's a yellow flag ahead. Doesn't look like anything. Pat and Ensign Ewart back out on track. And Ensign Ewart on a set of super softs. Pat going for a set of softs. It looks like Pat just getting past Ensign Ewart in that last corner. Ensign Ewart looking like he's gone a little bit wide. It's on now between these two. And they're 15 seconds behind Rido, but they're on the faster tyre. And it'll be very interesting to see how these two fare. So Super Manny, he doesn't need to pit yet. Guesty worked his way up to 2nd. So Skyjacker's picked up some damage. Oh my word. It's all kicking off, but Skyjacker's decided to go round for another rotation of the track, carrying that front aeros and suspension damage. He don't care. He's sticking to it. He needs fuel, so he can pit at any time now. Racer Brown in 5th place, 2.5 seconds behind Skyjacker. Digital Blasphemy back in the pits for fuel and a new set of tyres. Homesick Alien, he's continuing on with his damage in 5th, but he's losing time to Racer Brown. Racer Brown 29.7s, and Homesick Alien only managing 30.4. That was his fastest lap of the race so far. Bunny in 7th after that pit stop, fresh set of tyres, only 9 seconds behind Homesick Alien, who's carrying damage. I think Bunny may catch him up pretty soon. Cthulhu then, he's on those racing softs. He's 15 seconds behind Bunny, but these times all mean nothing because they're all on different strategies. But Jim there on an older set of mediums looks like he's catching up Cthulhu, going faster than he's gone before. Cthulhu on a fresh set of softs. He just did a 29.7. Surely Cthulhu must have just got past Jim. So I got that the wrong way around. Super Manny then into the pits, and Guesty will take the lead, but I think Guesty needs a pit stop himself pretty soon. Those mediums, ooh, looking A little jaded, a little old, a little mullered. But Guesty now is in the lead of the race. That early pit stop paying off. Oh, Ensign Hewitt saying, no, I hit a wall. Oh, sorry, bud. I didn't mean to cast aspersions, but it's just you two were driving close together with that damage, so try not to make judgment calls. A load of people popped into the pits there. Skyjacker into the pits. Barry Twins into the pits for the first time, I think that is for Barry. So he's having a good solid race at the moment. So Guesty leads with Racer Brown in second, Homesick Alien in third. Then we have a Bunny in fourth, Superman out of the pits in fifth place, just ahead of Cthulhu, who is sixth. Jim now up into seventh place with Majid in eighth. So great run from Majid with that pit stop. He was one of the later ones to pit. Not as late as Bazza, who's out now. Wow, great driving from Bazza. Out on the racing mediums. And he's done a great job there with his only pit stop so far in the race. Majid then in ninth. He's got Skyjacker behind him on the mediums now. Ensign Hewitt in 11th. Oh, he's got ahead of Pat. We missed it. I apologise. I'm coming back for that. Excuse me. Stupid turn two, Skyjacker says. That must have been where he picked up his damage. And whoa, Pat and Ensign going at it. And that's helping Digital Blasphemy no end. He's catching them up on his racing softs, so it's going to be cannon fodder. But then Pat is on the softs as well. And Ensign Hewitt on the super softs in this Guinness livery. And he's got Pat breathing down his neck and Digital catching up with them. And Rido, for some reason, has dropped back some. He's nearly a minute off the guys ahead of him, but he was racing. He spent two and a half minutes in the pits for some reason. So, unfortunately, Rido's race, he was up there as well, battling these guys. So that's unfortunate for him. Ensign Hewitt pulling away from Pat now. Pat looking in his rearview mirrors, more than out the front of his car, and he's getting harried by Digi. Let's sit here for a minute in total silence and think about pizza and Digital Blasphemy. Guesty's into the pits. Guesty is into the pits. So Racer Brown now in the lead. Oh, I've ruined that. And so Racer Brown now back into the lead of this race with Homesick Alien in second, still driving with that damage, still doing late 130s now. It must be getting worse for him, but there's nothing much he can do about it. He's staying with it. My cup's here, Zach. Zacko, my cup's here. Well, you've got a cup. I'll wash it. Thank you. So, oh bless you. Thank you ever so much, son. You're such a, you're my favourite one out of the two of you. So Racer Brown leads from Homesick Alien driving with a damage. Trying his best to keep that Porsche facing the right way. Bunny is in third, so he's jumped Super Manny somewhere along the way, wasn't it? Or was Bunny in third? I thought Super Manny was ahead of Bunny, but somehow, somewhere, it looks like Bunny's got himself ahead of Super Manny. So great driving from Bunny at the moment. Super Manny in fourth, possibly not. I think Super Manny did drop down a bit at the lead. Maybe it's just the pit stops put him up to third. Cthulhu in fifth, Guesty down in sixth after his second pit stop. He's gone for the soft set of tyres, a full tank of fuel. He's 6 seconds behind Cthulhu, but they've all got a bit ahead of him. And it's a very interesting strategy everyone's playing out there. Barry Twins, we know he's going long in the race. And so far it's doing okay for him. 7th place, Majid in 8th. He also, similar tactic to the Baz, ahead of him. Pitted a couple of laps earlier, but still went very long on those hard tyres. Skyjacker, he's had 2 stops so far. He's had super softs, the mediums, the hards. He's only got the softs left to do. And Skyjacker, 9th place. 2.5 seconds behind. Majid did a 30.7 his last time around. Majid a 31.1. So at the moment, Skyjacker a little bit faster than the Danish driver ahead of him. Ensign Newitt in 10th. Oh, Pat's lost a position to Digi Blasphemy. Digital Blasphemy now up into 11th. Thank you. Did you steer it? All the coffee stays at the top, the milk's at the bottom. You could have brought a spoon here, that would have been easier. Racer Brown's back into the pits. Sorry, I'm having 2 conversations here. Racer Brown is into the pits. Why? Quarter of a tank of fuel. He's covering off those early stoppers like Esty, isn't he? Homesick Alien stays out with the damage. You'd think he would have followed Racer Brown in. But no, Homesick Alien staying out for another lap. Bunny as well. I can't read this race, guys. I really can't. I can usually sort of gather together where they're going to sit and lie, but I really can't. Guesty, I think, is in the strongest position at the moment. I think Guesty is winning the strategy game, but it might run out before the hour and a half's done. His early stops are going to run out, aren't they? Then he's going to have to go long or make another pit stop. So I don't know how it's going to work out. Intriguing indeed. So Racer Brown out of the pits, only 4.2 seconds behind Guesty, and he's gone for the super soft tyre. So Guesty on the soft tyre has got Racer Brown chasing him down on them super softs. Bazza on the mediums. He'll be trying to cling on to the back of Racer Brown for as long as possible. Thank you very much. You are a little lamb. It's just about to have a smell test. I'm watching. I don't want to smell you. Don't come over here. I know you smell. Yeah, it smells like shampoo. Very certainly. Filthy animal. That's not the cow, trust me. So Bunny is leading for now. Homesick Alien has decided to take that damage in, but his fuel was flashing anyway, so great for him. Bunny then leads this race with Supermanny in 2nd, Cthulhu in 3rd, Guesty in 4th, Racer Brown in 5th, Barry Twins in 6th, Skyjacker is in 7th at the moment. Majid, I think he must have been overtaken by Skyjacker. Skyjacker was chasing down Majid, wasn't he? He was, I'm sure he was. Sorry, Sky, we're missing all your best moves. But Majid staying with Skyjacker, really staying on his tail. It's a beautiful thing. As Majid now having a look up the inside of Skyjacker, but Skyjacker on those racing softs. Oh no, he's on racing medium, sorry. Made the move, he's through, up into 7th, Majid in 8th. Homesick Alien out of the pits in 9th. Nowhere near Racer Brown or Guesty. Oh, well, Bunny hasn't pitted yet. Wow. That is a valley of difference. 18 seconds. No, that's Ensign Newitt. Sorry, I'm pressing the wrong button. 14 seconds, is that behind Racer Brown? Around about, yeah, roughly 14 seconds behind Racer Brown now is Homesick Alien. He's put the super softs on though. God, I mean, I think I can block her on this stupid Lovebot thing. But I don't think it blocks it for you, it just blocks it for me. So Bunny, 29.8, his fastest so far in this race. got half a tank of fuel. He's on the race in mediums. We know he's been going long, so I don't think he pitted when he had about a quarter of a tank of fuel, because I thought he was going to go longer, like Supermanny did in this race. Supermanny on half a tank of fuel. Cthulhu, he's going to have to pit soon for his third stop and his last compound. Ooh, that car looks like it's sliding into that last corner. Sorry, it's not the last corner, but yeah, it looked like he was sliding into that one, and he may have lost a bit of grip in that Porsche as he makes his way around. And Guesty in 4th place, ahead of Racer Brown, but Racer Brown's gone fastest of all with a 28.8, and he's getting purples again, so he's trying to bring the race to Guesty, who I think's in a solid place at the moment. Is Guesty, with all the 3 cars ahead of him having to pit before him. So there we go, we see Cthulhu going in, Bunny and Supermanny, still no reason for them to pit, still fair whack of fuel on board. Guesty just under 3/4 of a tank in 3rd. Racer Brown comes across Rido on track. He's 2.6 seconds, but he hasn't quite got past Rido yet, which will be hurting his chase. Unless he's fuel saving, he might just want to sit behind Rido for a bit and catch a tow and bro. And we see Rido letting him through. Very nice. Barry Twins in 5th place. Fantastic stuff from Barry Twins. 6.2 seconds ahead of Skyjacker. Skyjacker pulling away from Majid. Last time we saw them, they were bumper to bumper. And Homesick Alien in 8th. Oh yeah, another reminder of our sponsor today. Let me spaff in your face. Our special moisturiser. Facialise yourself today with my spaff. So just rub that spaff in your face, it's great. So Homesick Alien 8th place, and I'm moaning about the love bot, you know, when we take sponsors like that on. So Homesick Alien fighting with Ensign Hewitt right now, right here at Red Bull Ring for round 2. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm pressing buttons on the controller like GT7, that backwards game. I've got a keyboard, I can do all sorts. I haven't even used that because I just can't remember it. Right, let's... Oh, he's got past Majid. 3 seconds behind Skyjacker, and he's... Oh, Skyjacker's on the medium tyre and Homesick Alien on the super soft. So let's sit with the Alien for a few corners, see how quick he can catch up Skyjacker whilst I have another slice of pizza. Thank you very much. Going in, putting a lap on Rido there, and he has pulled in Skyjacker by nearly 2 seconds since I started that slice of pizza. So Homesick Alien, where are they all going to end up? I still can't call it, you know. Bunny just under a quarter of a tank of fuel. We're 37, nearly 38 minutes into this 90-minute. Ooh, every time I see Bunny, he's just catching his car. It's scary. It's very scary, Bunny. You drive like a nutter, man. Calm down. So Bunny driving. It's got to be a fast lane. Yeah, it is. Fast lane livery. The only conveyor belt that's worth having. Any time, any place, their conveyor belt will always convey. So a fast lane conveyor belts is the place to go. Simple Google search for all your conveyor needs. So Bunny leading this race at the moment with Super Manny, the Super South African, in second place. Guesty a big threat though. Racer Brown, huge threat. And they've got about a quarter of a tank more than Bunny and Super Manny. So I don't know. It means I think Guesty and Racer Brown might have to make a pit stop more than Bunny and Super Manny. So I don't know if this is working out for them or not. It's so weird. So Bunny Majid is back in with his medium tyres, his second stop of the evening, and he can choose a nice set of softs or super softs. Looks like Cthulhu has recently pitted. He pitted about 4 laps ago, but he's only in 9th. He's not made much progress with Digital Blasphemy ahead of him. Yet to make a pit stop. Skyjacker is going for a long run on those medium tyres. And look, we sat with Homesick for so long, and now Homesick ahead of Skyjacker. Skyjacker did a 32 that last time out. I think he might have made a small mistake. Homesick Alien getting through, and now 6 seconds behind the Baz, who also is yet to pit. Quarter of a tank of fuel, going long like Bunny and Super Manny. Skyjacker, he's only got 1 compound of tyre left to do, the softs. Digital Blasphemy, I think he's only made 1 stop, you know. I'm not sure. I've seen him come in again. So maybe he made a really early stop onto the mediums, possibly. So yeah, he might have 1 set left to go. Digital Blasphemy in 8th place. 10 seconds behind Skyjacker. 2.8 seconds ahead of the Spaniard Cthulhu. Where I'm not understanding why Cthulhu's down there. He was about running a net 5th. And yeah, he's got half a tank of fuel, the super soft tyres. He seems to have lost position to Skyjacker and Digital Blasphemy somewhere along the line. Who's got 6th? Oh, and Homesick Alien. But Homesick Alien's dropped behind Bazza. It's very interesting how this is all going to pan out. Pat into the pits for fuel. And he's having a lovely little battle with Jim and Ensign Ewart. Ensign Ewart coming across, and Majid on track. Majid putting a fresh set of softs on his outlap. Ensign Ewart on a set of softs as well. Ensign Ewart on the edge, living on the absolute edge of the track there. Jim's in 10th ahead of these guys. He's on an older set of softs. And Bunny is in. Oh, and there we saw the Guinness going slowly and Majid getting through. Pat's still in the pits. He's fueling up, as is Rido. Super Manny now in the lead. Guesty in 2nd. Racer Brown moves up to 3rd. Bunny still not at his box yet. Bazza looks like he's going in the pits. No, he's not. Sorry. So Barry Twins are carrying on. Got the mic on, I had this horrible thought for a second there. I've forgotten to turn the mic back on after I ate my pizza. Urban Fire in the chat saying evening all. What's up, bruh? Bruh. So Super Manny is in the lead, but Guesty is on the attack. Guesty on the attack. Super Manny yet to pit next to these guys. And is that, who's that? With they must be putting a lap on Cthulhu there. Guesty and Racer Brown, Super Manny hanging it around the outside. Guesty having a look up the inside. Just don't think he's got the grip on those tyres. You saw his Porsche twitching in like a Tourette's victim in the middle of that corner. And Super Manny at the moment keeps that lead ahead of Guesty, with Racer Brown close quarters having a good voyeur of what's off ahead of him. You can see Guesty and Super Manny battling it out, and I think Racer Brown starting to smell a victory here. There's only Guesty, I believe, who's standing in his way at the moment. So Barry Twins up into fourth, but he'll be pitting at the end of this lap. He's got Homesick Alien chasing him down, and Homesick Alien losing a lot of time with that damage mid-race. And he goes into the final corner and overtakes Bazza, who's now in the pits. His race with Skyjacker. Skyjacker already coming down the start straight. So Barry Twins losing that position, but Skyjacker, it's not going to be long for the pits for him. His fuel's low. Bunny out behind Skyjacker on the set of racing softs. And he's cracking on, but they're all on different strategy. Bunny going very late. He'll be wanting to stay ahead of Super Manny, who is still ahead of Guesty. Guesty goes for the move with those old sketchy racing soft tyres, and he makes it stick. And he's up into the lead. Super Manny in second, and Super Manny does not get a second to breathe because he's got Racer Brown all up in his busyness. Booyah. So Super Manny on his, is he on medium tyres? Very light car. He's fighting with the guys on track and his car as well. Does he go round for another rotation? It looks like he is. He loves it. And Racer Brown then third spot, trying to get a tow from Super Manny to try and get up the inside, not this corner, possibly the next one. Gets a good drive. Oh! Super Manny on those medium tyres has just exited stage right. And there he is, scrambling to get back on track. The number 7 car. Oh, devastating for him. Homesick Alien rubbing his hands. Can close the gap on Super Manny and get himself a strong podium position here. And Bunny is going to pay out for that as well. So, oh, poor Super Manny. He must be absolutely devastated in his Porsche. I bet he's saying, I should have gone in. I should have gone in. And Guesty then leads this race 8/10 from Racer Brown after 45 minutes of racing and 2 totally different strategies. We have the leaders less than second apart on track. 30 laps of the Red Bull Ring. Ladies and gentlemen, this is racing. Super Manny in third with Homesick Alien only 5 seconds behind him now on his super soft Skyjacker. Still on the mediums, but his fuel's getting low as well. And that whole Super Manny situation is going to play into Skyjacker's hands a little bit as well. Bunny 2.5 seconds behind Skyjacker, getting good pace out of those racing softs, and who knows, he's been popping up sort of third and fourth, hasn't he, Bunny? There goes Super Manny into the pits. I bet he wished he did that a lap earlier. Guesty putting a lap on Majid with Racer Brown chasing him down. Homesick Alien some 15 seconds shy of those guys. Skyjacker also going into the pits. That produces 4th place for Bunny. But he's sitting happy with a nice fat fuel tank and some racing softs. Maybe one more stop for him in this race. Here comes Cthulhu making his way through and back up to, I said around 5th place was Cthulhu, with everyone pitting. But I think Super Manny should end up ahead of Cthulhu. Cthulhu will be into the pits in the next 5 minutes, I would say. Bazza, with his long stints, doing a great job there now, up into 6th place. Super Manny back on track in 6th. No, he's got ahead of Barry. Barry down into 7th. So Super Manny some 15 seconds behind Cthulhu. Cthulhu will be pitting though. Cthulhu 9 seconds behind Bunny, and it's Bunny that Super Manny was really racing with today. And it looks like he's lost a heap of time on the Bunster. Bazza in 7th, playing the long game, ending up back ahead of Skyjacker. Guesty's brought it in. Racer Brown's kept it out. In, out, shaking it all about. Homesick Alien, his tyres are looking quite raggedy, but he's continuing on, and he'll move ahead of Guesty whilst Guesty refuels and reboots that Porsche. Bunny, ooh, he's there, isn't he? He's there, he's in the shout. It's a glorious race we're having here for round 2 of the GT3 World Endurance Series. Brought to you by the Virtual Racers Club. Find us at www.virtualracersclub.co.uk, and there'll be a link to our community, our Discord. Come and join us. We have a laugh. We have a laugh. And you're welcome to come and have a laugh with us. So, Racer Brown. You can come in Discord and wind me up about how much you think Hamilton's great. Jarrett saying, Psycho Sheep. Oh, what's up, guys? Hi, Psycho Sheep. We're back on sport because 7 sucks. That's what's up. But we don't mind because GT Sport's fine. It's great. We've had a blast. Racer Brown leading by 15 seconds. Homesick Alien in 2nd place. Bunny in 9th. Oh, it's going to be tough. Racer Brown's going into the pits pretty soon. Guesty and Racer Brown are neck and neck on track. And Guesty's going to be trying to nail this outlap, whilst Racer Brown is out there on an old set of super softs. And he'll be putting on the softs, I imagine, for his last compound. And then after that, they can use whatever compound they want. Homesick Alien, I feel he's still got a set of softs to go. Bunny, I think he's not run his super softs yet, but he's only just put those soft tyres on. Bunny might be on a wily strategy here. He's gone long in every part of the stints. Everyone else nipping into the pits early at the beginning of the race. Guesty, one of the earlier stops, as was Skyjacker. And Guesty out there now on the super softs, chasing down Bunny, but Bunny will pit. But I think Guesty's going to have to pit before the end of the race. We've still got 40 minutes of racing left here, just under. It's a long way to go. And the strategies are all over the place. Supermanny ahead of Bazza, who is ahead of Skyjacker. Then we get the next round of pit stops going on here with Catula and Jim in, and that puts Ensign Hewitt up into 8th place. Half a tank of fuel. His tyres are looking a bit bedrazzled. And there in 9th we've got Digi on a brand new set of super softs. He's going to get a twofer. He's getting Catula, who's just come out of the pit lane. So Digi picking up Catula there. Cracking stuff as Racer Brown is in the pits. And that means Homesick Alien should take over the lead of the race. And I'm looking at the wrong person. Sorry, Ensign. Trying to stick it around the outside of Digital Blasphemy. And Digital Blasphemy backed right out of that. And Catula's back in shouting distance of him. So Catula in 9th and Digital Blasphemy, though he's maintained it. He's going for the inside on Ensign, but no, not quite up the inside of him enough. Lining him up for another shout down here. We should get on board with Digi. That's not on board. That's on board. As I noticed, Homesick Alien and Racer Brown both into the pits. Racer Brown out in 3rd. Ooh, Digital Blasphemy getting caught out by Ensign then mid-corner. Tried to go up the inside of him. Now he's lining him up for a break. And there he goes. Super. On the brakes a lot later than Ensign. And he gains 8th place. Whilst Ensign chases him down. And Catula in there as well. Catula makes a move. And poor old Ensign didn't even know what hit him. Like Amber Heard. So Bunny out there, well, something hit her, but she doesn't know what. Bunny leading this race then, half a tank of fuel. Should go about 10 minutes, is it? 10, 15 minutes? We was working out what a tank of fuel lasted about 20 minutes, I think. So lots of pit stops left in this game, I'm telling you. Guesty in 2nd place. He's managed to edge out that early stop. He did gain a bit of ground on Racer Brown, who's now in 3rd. Supermanny, that spin didn't hurt him too much. He's there in 4th. Bazza in 5th. Homesick Aliens pit stop put him out there in 6th place behind Supermanny and Barry Twins, who have, Supermanny at least, has recently pitted. And Barry Twins, half a tank of fuel. He's not going anywhere too soon. So Homesick Alien has a mountain to climb. with Skyjacker only 9 seconds behind him also. On a good run, he's not looking to make a pit stop soon. Digital Blasphemy we saw making a move on Ensign Ewart, but he's on the super soft half tank of fuel. He did 31.5 last time around. I can't see his fastest, but he's been doing 30s. He's got Catula on a set of softs just behind him. Catula starting to turn up the pressure cooker and bring in the noise. The Spaniards closing in on Digi now up the straight, grabbing a toe. Here at the Red Bull Ring, he's late on the brakes, follows Digi through the corner. Beautiful driving from these pair, getting another toe up to turn 2, having a look. Digi planting his car on that inside as Catula goes for the move around the outside. Can he get it done? He's just ahead, but Digi's on the inside line. No, Catula pulls it off. Beautiful move from Catula up into 8th place. Fernando Bunny leads 11 seconds. We should go back because it looks like Digi was going to go for a move there. No, I think Catula has pulled out a bit of breathing space there on Digi, and we've got Ensign Ewart in 10th place. He's dropped Pat. Well, Pat must have recently pitted. I don't know, medium tyres. Jim there, he's on the super softs, chasing down Pat, 3.5 seconds. Majid just pitted a couple of laps ago for the super softs, and they've all spaced out a little bit at the moment, and that looks like Rido has retired the Boss Porsche. No one seems to be doing any work on that bad boy at the moment. There was a yellow flag, was there not, somewhere? Homesick Alien there, only 1 second behind the Baz, who's only 1 second behind Super Manny. So the battle for 4th, 5th and 6th is rather hot on board with the Alien as we stare down the Belgium ahead of us. Just wait there 1 second. Homesick Alien has rocked right up to the back of the Bazza. And it's race on. You see Superman just ahead. Whoa! Homesick Alien flew through that first turn, makes his way up alongside the Belgium. And I think Homesick Alien's gonna get it done on turn 2, under braking. Barry making it as difficult as he possibly can for the Alien. And that is 5th place for Homesick Alien now, and he's setting his sights on the South African ahead of him. Bunny leading this race, still not looking at a pit stop at the moment, and we're coming up to 57 minutes. Sorry, there's a wire right in the way of the time, so I have to turn my head, move my head around. But yeah, we're 57th minute of this race. Bunny leads. He's been... I did say he may have the ace, but I can't tell between him and Guesty, the two different strategies. Bunny's been every time, Bunster. I'm sure he does it on purpose now. If he hears me talking about him, his pits get in touch with him. And they say, commentator's talking about you. Thingamajig's talking about you. So he gives me a little slide. It's lovely. But Bunny really is driving that Porsche on the raggedy edge, as every time we cut to him, he's stepping out on him. So Bunny is leading. He's doing long stints. He's up to about a quarter of a tank of fuel. We've got 32 minutes left of racing. This is intense stuff. Guesty Oh, Racer Brown's rocked up to the back of Guesty now. Guesty on half a tank of fuel. With Racer Brown managing to save himself a quarter of a tank of fuel there. And yeah, Racer Brown looks like he wants to get by Guesty in a hurry. And we've got a lovely little battle here between Super Manny and Homesick Alien. Homesick Alien, very racy in the final parts of this event. He's really going for it. Who's Nuke? I don't know anyone. Someone sent me a message and they're called Nuke. N-O-O-C-K. And waved at me. Hello, Nuke. Pleased to meet you. And Homesick Alien, Superman is still at it. I'm so busy looking at Discord. And Homesick Alien looking like he's just managed to pull it off ahead of Superman. Superman sticking it in there. He's in 5th place. And Bazza has caught the pair of them right up. Homesick Alien, Superman, they're through. Bazza looks like he had a little struggle in that first turn. And it isn't over between Homesick Alien and Superman now. Superman's getting the toe. And he's the man who's going for the moves now. Superman having a look up the inside of the Alien, but the move not on quite. And Superman sticking with him with glue, like glue. Bunny still leads from Guesty. Racer Brown's under pressure, remember. And Guesty's under pressure from Racer Brown, remember. These two are racing each other after 59 minutes, nearly 60 minutes, an hour of racing. And we've got 2nd and 3rd, half a second apart. We have 4th, 5th and 6th, less than a second apart. Oh, well, just over a second apart. This is great stuff. Skyjacker in 7th. He's having a bit of a lonely race, really, next to the guys ahead of him. Cthulhu in 8th spot. Digital Blasphemy in 9th. Jim in 10th. 11th for Ensign Hewitt. 12th for Pat. He's going into the pits, but he didn't do a very good job of getting in there. Luckily, he didn't damage his car, so very good for him. And Majid now moving up into 12th ahead of the Pat. Wow. And Nook, hello, I see you are a VRC admin. Can I talk to you for an offer? Oh, what sort of offer? I thought it'd come sooner or later, being an admin. The sex and the drugs and the rock and roll will start sooner or later, and here it comes. Nuke wants to make me an offer. I'll chat to you later. I don't even know who he is. It's strange. So Bunny is leading, Guesty in 2nd place. I'm losing track of this race. I can't work out who's in a better spot. I really can't. Bunny, he's low on fuel. He's going to be coming in. Can he get a fuel tank to last the rest of the race? I'm not sure he's going to be able to. He might have to pit again after this stop. I don't know. He's still got some fuel there. I think it's about 20 minutes we worked out. So if he can dwindle that down to as close to 20 minutes as he possibly can, then he's on to a good thing, because Guesty and Racer Brown are not going to go all the way on those tanks, but I think they only need to pit one more time for a splash and dash. They won't even need to fill up. Homesick Alien is still there with Superman. Barry Twins is going in for the super soft tyres, and even if he fills his tank up, he does hold his tank out quite well, does Bazza. There's Skyjacker, just over a quarter of a tank of fuel. He was one of those early stoppers where it was looking very promising for him, but that medium run on the medium tyre, it seemed to have slowed it down a little bit. Cthulhu seemed to drop off a little bit. After the first 30 minutes of the race, he was up there in about 5th place, 6th place at best. He seems to have dropped behind Skyjacker now. There's Barry Twins, Digital Blasphemy up into 8th. With Barry Twins leaving the pit lane now. And He's got a huge gap from anyone behind him. But the question is, 27 minutes left of the race, can he get that fuel tank to see him to the end, or is he going to have to come in for another splash and dash? Bunny is into the pit, so Guesty will be back in the lead. I don't know, messages, can any of you call who's going to win this? Does anyone, it's a mystery. It really is. They're all on different strategies, and I really cannot decipher who's getting it. So Supermanny, Homesick Alien, move up a position ahead of Bunny whilst he's in the pits. Skyjacker's close. Was there a move going on then? No. Guesty and Racer Brown. Homesick Alien just ahead of Supermanny. Close racing all around. Skyjacker does get no. Bunny's coming out of the pit lane, so Bunny stays ahead of Skyjacker just about. It's close. Skyjacker coming alongside Bunny to give him a little wave. Yoo-hoo! Guess who? And that is it. Skyjacker gets 5th place from Bunny. Bunny on those fresh, super soft tyres and a full tank of fuel. But still, I question if that can get him to the end of the race. We will have to see. In the chat, I think someone might have answered me about, does anyone know who's going to win this? Oh, no, Muddy's just saying go Racer Brown. He's won every race so far. Or one of them. So Bunny has got himself back ahead of Skyjacker, them stickier tyres, and he would argue some skill. Got him by Skyjacker. Skyjacker will argue it's the tyres. Catula then in 7th place. Just ahead of Digi. Digi giving him a run for his money, but Digi's going to have to come in. And these guys coming in, see, I think it's about 20 minutes, but that was just a rough estimation in the first run. A fuel tank lasted about 20 minutes, but who knows? Quarter of a tank for these guys, Guesty and Racer Brown. So they'll be coming in again, as should be Homesick Alien and Supermanny as well. Top 4 all still to make a pit. Imagine they're going to try and get to the 20-minute mark, 20 minutes left mark. Bunny then ahead of Skyjacker, who'll be coming in pretty soon. Again, another one of those I imagine is going to try and get to 20 minutes to go. As is Barry Twins, we said, his pit stop might have not worked out well for him. We'll see come the end of the race. Digital Blasphemy is into the pits, fueling up. Jim's coming around the penultimate corner, now the final corner. And Digi, is he going to be on his way? Still fueling up. And Jim, but the pit lane spits out. At the other end, there is Digi coming out the pit exit. And I think a Digital Blasphemy is going to stay ahead of Jim. So Jim only half a second behind Digi, but Digi just coming out of the pits. And Jim thinking about making a move on Digital Blasphemy. Digital Blasphemy on those racing softs now. Full tank of fuel. Is he going all the way? We don't know. I don't know how long the fuel can last. This is crazy. Jim is having a bash at Digi, but Digi's keeping that inside line. And Jim just doesn't have the grip to stick it around the outside. And Digital Blasphemy stays in that 9th place. 10th then for Jim. Excuse me. 11th for Ensign Hewitt with Majid in 12th. Pat there, and we've got Homesick and Supermanny trying to come through the back markers. And that's Majid and Ensign Hewitt. Majid just ahead of Supermanny, and Ensign Hewitt just behind. And Supermanny doesn't need this. He can see Homesick Alien just ahead of him. And he'll be wanting to get by I think he's Danish. Superman's fuel is flashing. Homesick Aliens is yet to flash. Racer Brown's got ahead of Guesty. has dropped the lead to Racer Brown. Racer Brown now leading this race as we go into the final 22 minutes. Guesty coming back. Maybe Guesty dropping behind Racer Brown to try and grab a toe, save a bit of fuel, because Racer Brown's fuel is a lot healthier than Guesty. Guesty looking around the outside there. Interesting stuff. What's going on here? Maybe Racer Brown doesn't want to give Guesty a toe. They're side by side at the moment, and interesting stuff from these two out there. Katula into the pits. That's probably is about right, you know. That's probably going to give him the 20 minutes he needs to get to the end of this race. Guesty back in the lead of this race. And Guesty's fuel is starting to flash. Racer Brown still got a little bit to carry on with, similar to Homesick Alien, who's in a podium position at the moment, but only 1.5 seconds ahead of Super Manny. But Super Manny is desperate for that pit lane. Bunny, we're watching to see if his fuel's going to take him. He must know. He must know. He must have worked it out. So Racer Brown leads from Guesty. So Racer Brown back in the lead again. Guesty dropped back a second from him. Homesick Alien is in third spot with Bunny in fourth, as Super Manny has had to make that pit, and so has Skyjacker. Skyjacker into the pits. We think this could be their final stop of the evening. Bazza, he's going to have to pit again, isn't he, Barry Twins? I think he's going to have to pit again. It's interesting stuff. Super Manny, Skyjacker only just getting to his pit box. Super Manny topping up with fuel. Bazza, it says he's through, but it's a short. The pit exit is after the first corner. Here comes Super Manny. It's going to be super tight between him and the Baz. You can see the Baz there on track, and he's through. Bazza up into 5th place, but we think Barry may have to make a splash and dash before the end of the race. Skyjacker racing Cthulhu out of the pit lane, but Cthulhu's at the other end of the straight, and Skyjacker safely into 7th, could be 6th if Bazza pits. And Racer Brown, Guesty's gone in. Guesty's gone in. That gives Guesty a little jump start on a fresher set of tyres, and if Guesty nails an outlap, could possibly gain something on Racer Brown. And how long will Racer Brown stay out? Homesick Alien following Guesty in. Oh yeah, because Super Manny pitted the lap before, didn't he? Bunny coming around, but we're not sure if Bunny's got enough fuel to get to the end of this race. He's back up into 2nd place so far, and this is now biting stuff as we come to the final curtain of this round 2, season 3 of the GT3 World Endurance Series. And we have had a humdinger here at the Red Bull Ring today. Wow, racing galore, strategy coming out of our ear holes, and a brand new sponsor. Let me spaff on your face the new face moisturizer from Spaff. Racer Brown leads from Bunny, with Guesty in 3rd, out of the pits ahead of Homesick. And Homesick, oh, what's going on? Oh, that's Pat pulling over. Homesick on the attack to Barry Twins. No, Barry Twins. Barry Twins just staying ahead of Homesick Alien after the pit stops. And Homesick Alien going for Super Manny with these lap cars again. These are the same ones that he had before. Racer Brown's gone in. It's tight between him and Guesty. 30 seconds. Guesty's only just under half a tank of fuel it, so Bunny may have enough fuel. Bunny's got more fuel than Guesty. Guesty's made his final stop. Bunny's going to be in the lead, surely. There's Racer Brown. He's only just got to his markers. Bunny comes up to the final round. He's putting more fuel than Guesty. Bunny can make that fuel last. No, what? 17 minutes. I don't know, but Guesty hasn't put much fuel in. to get to the end. Racer Brown, we'll see what Racer Brown puts in. Homesick Alien's topped right up for his final stint as Guesty, and so's Racer Brown. I think Guesty's made a mistake with the fuel. I think Guesty hasn't meant to do that to the fuel. Oh my word. Oh, I'm up and down here. Jesus. Excuse me. So Bunny is leading at the moment. We think he's got a pit, but Guesty, he's been in for his pit. He's got the jump on Racer Brown, but it's unlikely that fuel's going to last him all the way to the end of the race. Racer Brown might grab this. He's put a full tank of fuel in. He's on the racing softs, and I think he's going all the way to the checkered flag. Homesick Alien ahead of Bazza. I was going to say that gave hope to Bazza, Bunny, and all of the rest with Guesty's fuel. But the other guys have all topped up. Superman up into 6th. Chasing down the Baz, who we think may have to pit again before the end of the race, which will help Skyjacker, who is in 7th. Catula in 8th. We've got just over 15 minutes of racing left here at the Red Bull Ring for round 2 of the... Digi finding traction difficult with this track. Slapping down that accelerator, getting moving. He's chasing down Cthulhu. 6.5 seconds. Cthulhu is on the racing soft tyre. He did a 29.8 last. Digital Blasphemy, he's also on the racing soft tyre. Did a 30.7 last, but that's his aim, is to try and catch up with Cthulhu. Ensign Hewitt on those medium tyres. I don't know if he's got enough fuel to the end there. He's 10th. He's just ahead of Jim, whom is 11th on the racing soft. He's ahead of Majid. And it looks like Jim and Majid going to the end. Pat needs to make another pit stop, it looks like so. Ensign Hewitt and Pat possibly needing to pit before the end of this race. Bunny leading, half a tank of fuel. So let's work this out. He filled it up with about, what, 28 minutes left to go? Might be tight, but he might possibly be able to do that. But I don't know if he can do it fast. He might have to slow right down. Guesty putting a lap on Ensign Hewitt there, I think. Guesty only 3.7 seconds behind Bunny. He's only got a quarter of a tank of fuel. Really unsure about Guesty's strategy here, if he feels that is enough fuel to get to the end of the race. And it's a very I think he got caught out. Sometimes when you go into the pits, it kicks you out before it's filled up. I don't know if it's like the fuel glitch that some people have suffered before, or if they've just thought about pressing the button. That's enough sometimes. Just thinking about pressing the button while the car's fueling up, it'll move off. So a Bunny then leading this race. Guesty in 2nd. Racer Brown in 3rd. And Racer Brown, he's probably scratching his head a little bit. He probably doesn't understand how Guesty has pulled out such a gap on him. Homesick Alien there in 4th. He's pulled out a bit of time on Super Manny, who's got his hands full with Bazza at the moment. But Bazza possibly might have to pit before the end of the race. We're not sure. Skyjacker out there. 9 seconds ahead of Cthulhu. Oh, Cthulhu comfortably pulling away from Digi. They were 6 seconds apart last time we saw them. And now it's 8 seconds. Jim in 10th place, with Ensign Hewitt having to make that pit stop, and Pat also pitting. The final time, Pat's only put half a tank of fuel in. Ensign's put a full tank in. Majid there. He's only got 3/4 of a left. 18 seconds behind the Jim. And Jim looks like he's not going to pit for the rest of this race. So it's all out till the end. Bunny, 1.7 seconds. I think Bunny's trying to ease off the fuel a little there. Short shift and try and save fuel. Guesty's catching him up no end. Guesty's got the fastest lap of the race with a 1:28.2. And was that Guesty's plan? Did he think Did he think he couldn't beat Racer Brown? Did he think he couldn't beat Racer Brown? So he thought, well, there's a big gap between him and Homesick Alien. If I short fill, I'll get the fastest lap, get the point for that, and then so Bunny with a second left to go, with a quarter of a tank of fuel. Guesty, no fuel whatsoever, but he's got the fastest lap. Racer Brown, and I think Guesty's going to try and aim to pop out. Oh, he's gone ahead of Bunny. Oh, he's gone into the pits, that's why. So, Bunny. So Bunny leads. There's a yellow flag ahead. I'm not sure what for. It's gone now. They've sorted themselves out. Racer Brown, Homesick Alien. See, Guesty, I thought, would have been hoping to get out ahead of Homesick Alien, but he has not. Or has he yet? He's still there. He's coming up the pit lane. And is that Homesick Alien? He can see just ahead of him. And Super Manny just going into the corner. So Guesty coming out. But Guesty on a fresh set of tyres. Super Manny heading towards him quite fast. He's only 3.5 seconds behind Homesick Alien. It may have been worth it for the point if he didn't feel like his strategy was enough to get ahead of Racer Brown. And it's not a bad move. At the moment, he's lost a position to Homesick Alien. And get ahead of him. And if Bunny does pit, which I'm not sure Bunny's going to, 10 minutes left. He's a wily old chap, isn't he, old Bunny? If he can get that fuel to last to the end of the race, well, then I'll be a son of a horse. I'll spaff myself if Bunny can get to the end of this race on that fuel. Bunny leads from Racer Brown. Racer Brown catching up Bunny. A whole heap of time. Already down to 7 seconds. What's going on down here? Guesty. Oh, I thought Guesty and Super Manny were swapping positions, but they were not. Homesick Alien did a 29.2 that last time around. Oh. If Guesty can stay in the 28s with Homesick Alien doing 29s, then Homesick Alien will definitely be in trouble before the end of this race. At the moment, sitting in a comfortable podium position, down to 6 seconds. And Bunny, what is Bunny thinking? What is Bunny thinking, guys? You must know Guesty went into the pits. Is it worth going into the pits with only 8.5 minutes to go? His super softs aren't looking too great, but I imagine that's the least of his worries at the moment. I imagine his fuel tank is of great concern. So he's gone in, he's doing what Guesty did. Oh my word, Racer Brown. I bet he can't believe it. Racer Brown up into the lead of this race at the moment. These guys having to do splashes and dashes near the end. Racer Brown solid on the fuel. Homesick Alien promoted up into second place possibly. Bunny's not even at his stops yet. There he goes, Homesick Alien around the final corner. Guesty really hanging that Porsche out. He has gained a lot of ground on Homesick Alien. Super Manny there in 4th place now as Bunny sees him coming down. No, Bunny's on the move again. He might be able to beat Guesty out. He's there's Homesick Alien. Bunny is out ahead of Guesty. It's going to be tight though. There's Guesty after 1 hour and 22 minutes, 3rd and 4th. Oh, absolutely locked in a raging battle with only 2/10 between them. And ahead of them, Homesick Alien's only 1.8 seconds. My gosh, this is close. and Superman is only 2.3 seconds behind him. How tight is this at the top? Unbelievable. Homesick Alien stays ahead in second place. I bet he can't believe how that's played out for him. Guesty has got himself ahead of Bunny for that third place. Bunny in fourth, but they're going to duke it out, and Bunny's on the super softs. He's on the racy attire, and these two are going to be duking it out for the last couple of laps here at Red Bull Ring. What an amazing 90 minutes of racing. Let's have a quick run through and see how everyone's doing before these two get too racy. Oh, I've done that before, pulled away, and it's all been done. So we'll just give it a second to see how this fizzles out. Guesty at the moment seems to have the measure of Bunny. Oh, amazing stuff, amazing stuff. There is Bunny trying to get a toe on Guesty. Guesty taking that inside line, going defensive. Bunny trying to make it around the outside on the super softs. Can't quite manage it. Guesty maintains that third place, but it's going to be difficult for the last 6 minutes of this race, because Bunny is just going to keep on bringing it in every corner. Here we go, going up to turn 2, and they're closing in on the Alien, and Bunny trying it around the outside again, but Guesty's just got it covered off on the inside, and Bunny's right on his bumper. And no, they haven't got any closer to the Alien. It's still 1.9 seconds. So Homesick Alien probably pleased. These guys are racing each other because they're on fresher tyres, and they're again side by side, and Bunny's really gone late on the brakes, and God knows how he made that corner, and Guesty gives him a little nudge to help him through. Wow, great move, Bunny. It seemed way too late on the brakes. I don't know how you managed it. Great stuff. Racer Brown, is he in the pit lane? Racer Brown's in the pit lane. No, what? He's going for fastest lap. That's silly though. If the Alien's going to end up ahead of him, he's got enough fuel to get to the end. That's odd. That is odd, unless he hasn't used all his tyres. I think he has though. I don't know. It's odd, because now Homesick Alien looks like he's going to take over the lead of this race. Bunny in second with Guesty up his chuff, ready to get the move. There's Racer Brown coming out of the pit lane, and there's Homesick Alien. Racer Brown, he's not lost too much. He has lost the lead. Oh, and Bunny's through. Guesty's trying to go through, and I don't think you're going to get the fastest lap, my friend. You got to try and overtake people now. So if that was purely for he has put the super softs on, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he's just wanted to get the fastest lap from Guesty, and he's not timed it very well, or if he needed to make that final stop. That is one I'm not sure of. I've been trying to follow the race. This has been up and down. He's done that move on Guesty, but Guesty just says thank you as he outbraked himself. Unbelievable. We're doing a run through, but it's so tight. Homesick Alien leads by a second. Bunny in second. He's 7/10 ahead of Guesty, who's fighting off Racer Brown, who's 3/10 behind him in fourth. Then we have Superman in fifth. Skyjacker is 6th place. 7th for Cthulhu. Digital Blasphemy in 8th, with Barry Twins in 9th. Oh, Barry Twins has really snagged that car up. He's bashed the front and the back. Jim is some 27 seconds behind him in 10th. Don't think he's going to be able to catch him up before the end of the race. And Jim then in 10th place. 11th for Majid, with Ensign Hewitt in 12th and Pat in 13th. We lost 2. Oh, yeah, Rido and Jokers. Homesick Alien in 7/10 now ahead of Bunny. This is so tight. That's the top 4, ladies and gentlemen, of this race. After 1 hour and 27 minutes of racing, your top 4 are there. And it looks like Bunny's going for a move on Homesick Alien. Homesick Alien coming across the track to try and cut him off. And this is absolutely stunning. Homesick Alien, he can nearly feel the victory. He's taste it on his lips, but he's got 3 cars all on fresher tyres behind him. that have all got something to say about that. And Bunny looking again, but Homesick Alien covering off that inside line. Bunny's trying to get the overpass done around the outside, and I think he's done it. Bunny, he's gone out wide, he's touched the dirt. Oh my lords, Homesick Alien, I don't think he wants to go ahead of Bunny, just in case he had contact there, and it's all kicking off here. Look at him, 2 by 2, and it is Homesick Alien that's in the lead at the moment. Guesty's moved through into second, Bunny's dropped right down into 4th spot for some reason, and Racer Brown there, he's going around the outside of Guesty. Can he make it stick? And Homesick Alien just wishes this lot could race each other, because we're going into the 58th lap, and they possibly will have to do another lap after this. Still not enough time. Bunny swinging around there, and oh my lord, he's come through. Where did Racer Brown? Racer Brown's gone really wide. Oh my lord, oh my word, I don't know what happened to Racer Brown there. I don't know if he was... So they're coming up the straight. Racer Brown in second place. Something looked really odd, like Bunny swings for the inside there. No, I think he just tried to avoid the alien. I think he was on the brakes later than the alien, and he went out wide. And oh, it's not worked out well for Racer Brown at all. Homesick Alien a second ahead of Guesty. Guesty with his hands full with Bunny, fighting for that podium. This is amazing. Oh my lord, Bunny around the outside again. He's on the super softs. Guesty's on the softs. And there goes Bunny. He's up into second place. And now he says, watch out, Homesick Alien, I'm coming for you. And Homesick Alien just needs to survive the rest of this lap and possibly the next lap. His tyres are getting older and older every turn. Bunny and Guesty still battling it out, and Racer Brown a second behind him after he's had a small off, trying his hardest to catch him up. Supermanny only 2.6 seconds behind him. The top 5 are only 5 seconds apart. Supermanny's fuel is flashing, but that should see him to the end of the race. Skyjacker in 6th, the 7th for Catula. Digital Blast Me is 8th, but his fuel's flashing, it should be all right. The time is down to 12 seconds, and these guys will all be finishing on the next lap, it seems. So right then, Homesick Alien 5/10 ahead of Bunny, Guesty, and Racer Brown has caught them back up. The flag is out, the checkered flag is out, and who cost? So Skyjacker in 6th place, Catula will get 7th. I'll keep an eye at the top. Still Homesick, Bunny, Guesty, Racer Brown, Supermanny. There goes Catula for 7th spot. Cracking stuff, Catula. Well done. Digital Blast Me bags himself 8th in the end. He was right plumb last at the beginning of this race, so 8th place is cracking stuff. Barry Twins 9th, nearly worked out with those long pit stops. Picked himself up a huge bit of damage there at the end of the race. Homesick Alien still leads, and there we got Guesty and Racer Brown. Where's Bunny gone? Bunny's gone. Bunny out of it. He's damaged his car. Homesick Alien's cruising around now. This could be it for Homesick Alien the second round. He could grab a win as Guesty keeps Racer Brown in his place. And Racer Brown didn't get that fastest lap. His fuel is flashing, but I don't know if he topped up with fuel or not, or if he really just wanted to try and get the fastest lap. And Homesick Alien brings it around the final corner to take the win here at Red Bull Ring for round 2. Guesty gets second, Racer Brown gets the final podium position. Take a boo, my son. Supermanny gets 4th ahead of Bunny. Oh, I'm so sorry whatever happened to Bunny. Skyjacker 6th, Catula in 7th, Digital Blast Me in 8th, Barry Twins 9th, Jim Grab 10th, Ensign Hewitt 11th, Majid 12th, Pat in 13th, and that was cray-cray. Well done, Homesick Alien. What a great win. What a great race. He gets the wreath and the trophy. Special boy. All right, I'll take you to the race results. Wow. Wowzers. What a race. That's cracking. Oh, GT Sport, you are great. So Homesick Alien takes the win. Wow. And he wasn't on my list. In all fairness, when I was trying to work out who had the better strategy, I had Bunny, Guesty, Racer Brown. I didn't have Homesick Alien tagged for a win. So that one came to him in the end. I suppose he got a little lucky, but he was a bit unlucky mid-race to get that damage and lose a lot of time to the leaders. So, wow. Wow. Well done, Homesick Alien. Second place, Guesty. Guesty looking like he had his eyes on the win today. And in the end, he was scrapping for that second place with Racer Brown and Bunny. And it was special. So Guesty in second. Racer Brown grabs a third place. Super Manny in, Racer Brown third place. I don't know if he had it in the bag and he just wanted the fastest lap. And that was greedy, Mr. Brown. If that was, in fact, why you pitted, it was greedy. Because, you might have lost a win there. And you didn't get the fastest lap either because Guesty got it. So Racer Brown, the final podium position. Super Manny in fourth. Bunny fifth. He was there battling. And I don't know how we didn't see, but he caught a bit of damage on the corner of his car and dropped behind Super Manny. Skyjacker in sixth. Seventh for Catula, Digital Blasphemy in eighth, Barry Twins in ninth, Jim in 10th, Ensign Hewitt 11th, Majid 12th, 13th for Pat. And Rido and Jokus didn't quite make it to the end. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you race. It was absolutely delicious. Well done to all that took part. I've just dropped my controller. So I don't know if you can still hear me, because that might have busted it for life. Let me get the volume. Oh no, sounds like you can still hear me. So, don't close the room yet, Racer Brown. I'll be 2 seconds. So, Coy in the chat saying that's some of best racing I've watched in a long time. Ensign Hewitt saying congrats to the Alien. Skyjacker saying smashing race. Can't wait to watch that back. One silly spin was that what lost me loads of time. Pace was so close between guys around me. Ensign Hewitt saying, yeah, same here. City spin out of turn 2 in first stint. Had some great side-by-side racing. Through the race, great comms. Pat saying, another one to add to the collection of disappointing races from me at the Red Bull Ring. Slightly better than last week. At least I finished this week. Pat, when I came to you, you and Ensign were having an absolute cracker-lacquer. And Baz said, I had a blast. So, great stuff from all that took part. Well done, guys. That was no easy feat. 90 minutes around the Red Bull Ring. Man, wow, what was it, like 57, 58 laps in the end? That's like a full F1 race. So, that's great stuff. Well done. And well done to the Alien and to Guesty and Racer Brown. Great top three. Don't forget about our main sponsor today, the facial moisturizer, Spaff. So let me spaff on your face at www.spaffitup.com. Reet, I was your broadcaster and your commentator, Harry Balzac. Thank you for joining us here at the Virtual Racers Club, and we'll see you again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I'm sure we'll meet again some sunny. Peace and love, peace and spaff.